Once upon a time, there was a happy and loving family. The family had a mother, a father, a young daughter, and a little boy. They all loved each other deeply and enjoyed spending time together. One day, the father had an exciting idea. He said, "Let's go on a trip to another country and explore a new place together." Everyone became very happy and started preparing for the journey. After a few days, they arrived in a beautiful city. The city was full of bright lights, tall buildings, and colorful streets. Everything looked magical and new to them. The next day, they decided to visit a famous market. The market was very crowded. There were many people walking around, loud sounds, and shops filled with beautiful items. The little boy was holding his parents' hands tightly, but suddenly, in the busy crowd, his hand slipped away. Within seconds, he was alone. He looked around quickly, trying to find his parents, but there were too many people, and he couldn't see them anywhere. Fear filled his heart and tears started rolling down his cheeks. He began to cry loudly, hoping his parents would hear him. On the other side, his parents noticed he was missing. They became very worried and started searching everywhere. They called his name again and again, asking people if they had seen him. But the boy was nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, the little boy, still crying, slowly walked away from the crowded market and entered a quiet, empty street. The noise of the market faded away, and everything became silent. Suddenly, a man appeared in front of him. The man looked at the boy and spoke in a soft voice. "Son, why are you crying?" The boy felt scared and did not answer. The man said again, "Don't worry. Come with me, I will give you some food." The boy was tired, hungry, and confused. Not knowing what to do, he slowly followed the man. The man took him to a dark and lonely place. The room was quiet and a little frightening. The boy's fear grew stronger. He sat down in a corner, hugging himself, and started crying again. He missed his parents very much. He wished they would come and take him home. He cried and cried, until his eyes became heavy, and slowly, he fell asleep. As he slept, something magical happened. In his dream, he saw a soft, glowing light. The light became brighter and brighter, and from it, a beautiful fairy appeared. The fairy had a gentle smile and a calm voice. She spoke softly, "Do not be afraid. I am here to help you." The boy looked at her with hope in his eyes. The fairy was holding a glowing flower in her hand. It shined with a soft, magical light. She gave the flower to the boy and said, "This is a magical flower. When you wake up, it will guide you back to your parents." The boy felt comforted. For the first time, he felt safe again. He smiled gently and thanked the fairy. Slowly, the dream began to fade away. When the boy woke up, he was still in the dark room. The fairy was gone. But something surprising happened. The magical flower was still in his hand. It was glowing softly, just like in the dream. The boy felt a little braver now. He stood up and looked at the flower. It seemed to be guiding him. He decided to follow it. Step by step, he walked through the dark place. The glowing flower lit his path. He moved carefully, but with hope in his heart. After some time, he saw a door ahead. The flower's light became brighter. He pushed the door open, and bright sunlight came in. He had found his way out. The boy stepped outside and looked around. He was finally back on the street. At the same time, his parents were still searching for him with the help of the police. They were tired, worried, and heartbroken. His eyes filled with tears again, but this time, they were tears of happiness. He started running toward them. His parents saw him and ran toward him too. They hugged each other tightly, holding him close, as if they would never let him go again. They were overjoyed to have him back safely. The boy told them everything that had happened. The parents quickly informed the police and returned to their hotel room. With the help of cameras and investigation, they identify the man by looking at him in the CCTV cameras. The police found the man and arrested him, making sure he could not harm anyone again. That night, they prayed together and thanked God for protecting their child. From that day on, they promised to always stay close and take better care of each other. The little boy kept the magical flower with him as a memory of hope, courage, and the kindness that saved him. And they all lived happily together, safe and full of love. Evens and hope and help can find their way to you.